Hello everyone, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a Heffy Doodle and Catherine Pooler collaboration, so I'm very excited about that. This stamp set is called the Perfect Day by Heffy Doodle, and I'm going to mash it up with a set from Catherine Pooler called GeoCurves Background Builder, and I think that is such a cool set. It's one of those sets that really does make you kind of think outside the box, and you can really come up with some fun backgrounds. And I'm also going to be using the Catherine Pooler Happy ×3 dies along with lots of their inks. So let's get started with our stamping. I have some white cardstock. This is a whitewash cardstock. I'm going to ink up that first, I guess it's like a quarter of a circle. That first color was Peppermint Scrub, and the next color will be Sauna. I really have been enjoying these inks. I mentioned that earlier because I used them on a video recently, and they just ink up so nicely, and I can't believe this is the first time I'm trying them. That third color is Green Tea, and this last one is going to be Daydream. So I'm sort of doing this in a rainbow order, I guess. But I also want to use the Juniper mist, and so I'm going to pull out this like dotted, I guess it's supposed to go around the circle. I'm just going to ink that up with that Juniper mist and just stamp that all around the outside. I love how these aren't supposed to be like perfect, so it does give you some room for mistakes and just a little bit of leeway in how that can be really kind of whimsical and fun. I don't have any cardstock to match what I was going for here with that Juniper mist, so I'm just going to take that Juniper mist and go right over the top of my cardstock with it, and then I'll make my own cardstock, which is fun. And then I'm going to set that off to the side to dry and clean up my mess, and then I'm going to stamp out my images. So again, these are from the Heffy Doodle Perfect Day stamp. I'm going to stamp out a couple of kittens just using my Memento Tuxedo black ink onto some Express It cardstock. I know you're shocked, but I am going to color these little kittens like Siamese. And so this first color is E50, and I will put a wash of color down. I recently got back from visiting my son, and I guess I'm just not up with the times. But he was watching Saturday Night Live, and he said there was this one skit that kind of reminded him of me. It's this, I don't even know what it was called, but it was a guy, he was supposed to be the top scientist in his field, but then he starts talking about his little kitty cat, and my son had to show me because he's like, Mom, it's kind of like you. And he's not wrong. Anyway, so I'll continue coloring. I thought I had put the colors up on the screen, but that second color was E84, and this one is E87, and then I'll go back around and mix those out. His face sort of looks like it's kind of getting lost in there, but I'll fix that later on. And actually, if you look at my Siamese, it does look like his face is kind of lost, unless he opens his eyes and you see his bright blue eyes. But yeah, so then I'll just mix that out a little bit, but I like the way those look. So I'll pull out my matching dies, and I'll just tack that down with a little bit of washi tape, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine, so that I'll have my two little kittens all ready to go, or as the Saturday Night Live would say, my little kitty cat. I can't do it like he does, but it is kind of funny. I'm sure some of you have seen it, maybe not. But anyway, then we're going to get ready to start assembling our sentiment. So I think this die is so cool. They call it the Happy ×3 because it'll cut out happy 3 separate ways. So this first one could be done by itself, so I'm going to use that cardstock that I kind of color with that Juniper mist. I'll run that through my die cutting machine, and then the second one can be either an outline for this, which is how I'm going to use it, or it could be all on its own as well. And then that third die is just basically for an outline. So I'm going to take this second one and I'm going to run it through on some vellum a couple times. I thought one time it would get lost on that background, and so I ran it through a couple times. But because this is vellum, if I had been thinking before I had run it through my die cutting machine, I would have run it through my Xyron sticker maker, but I really was not thinking. And so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way with some glue and my reverse tweezers. So I'll take my reverse tweezers along with my Ranger Multimedia Matte Glue, and this stuff is nice because when it does dry, if it goes outside the lines, it dries matte, so you really can't see it. Sometimes the glues can be a little bit glossy, so that's something to keep an eye out for when you're wanting to glue down gems or, you know, in this case, a very intricate die. So I'm kind of dotting it mostly. I'm not really covering it full coverage because that's just not really necessary, but I'm trying to get the areas that might stick up. And then I'll take those reverse tweezers and then I will stick that down right on top of that first piece of vellum. And just trying to be careful because I don't want it to stick to areas where it's not supposed to stick. And that looks pretty good. So then I'll do the exact same process with my reverse tweezers. And if you are unsure of what reverse tweezers are, they call them reverse tweezers because when you squeeze them, that opens them, and when you let go, that keeps them closed. All right, then I'll stick that right on top, and then I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to work on the other part of my sentiment. And so I decided that I didn't want the whole thing because it says Happy Purrfect. I already have happy, so I don't need that part. And so I'm going to do some just some creative masking, and I am going to only ink up Purrfect with my Versamark ink. I did use my magic powder bag over my cardstock just to make sure I don't have embossing powder sticking to places I don't want it to. I'll cover that with my alabaster embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat set that until that is smooth and melted. And so there you have Purrfect without the happy. I know there are folks that are totally willing to cut their stamps. I am not one of those. That just kind of gives me anxiety when I see people do it. But if you can do it, I say kudos. I don't have that kind of confidence in myself. So doing the same thing, I just put some of that multimedia matte glue on the back of the happy. I'll stick it down and just stick a stamp block on top of it to make sure that it is going to adhere. My card base is going to be some sidewalk cardstock from Brutus Monroe, and that was a top folding A2 size card that will measure, when closed, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. This paper I had cut down to 4 inches by 5 1/2, so it is going to have a little border there on the left-hand side. I'm going to use my liquid glue, and I'll put that all over the back. I thought about using some foam tape, but decided I would only put foam tape on my cat and on my other sentiment. And so I'll peel off the release paper from my foam tape on my sentiment, because I had trimmed that down. And then I'm going to line it up on my glass mat and try to get that as straight as possible. And then I'll have a little bit of hangover, so I will trim that off. And then I'll peel off the release paper on my cat, and I'll stick him down in the center. And then I do take a black gel pen and I reinforce his nose and his eyes because they did kind of get lost a little bit, but then you can see them a little bit better. All right, so I am going to do something on the inside. I've really been enjoying doing that lately. So I'll grab another sentiment from the Purrfect Day stamp set, and this one says have a perfect day, which is awesome for a birthday card. And then I'm also going to grab the GeoCurves background builder again, and I'll do sort of the same thing, but I'm just doing it in the corners so that it leaves me plenty of room to write to my recipient. I'll pull out the Peppermint scrub along with some Heffy Doodle tape because I don't want that to get all over the top. So I'll ink up that one curve again, or that 1/4 of a circle. And I didn't get it all the way down, but I'm not concerned. I'll just restamp it. So not a big deal. Clean it off, and then I'll pull out the Sauna ink. And then I'll stamp that down in the corner. And then I'm also going to stamp it out using the green tea. And then I will have just a little spot where I will need to stamp out the Daydream. And then, so I'll do that as well. Just a little bit. It isn't a lot. But then it does tie in all the colors from the outside onto this inside as well, which is kind of fun. And then I'll just use my liquid glue and I'll adhere down my second little kitty to the inside. And then that is actually going to finish off our card. So as I said, this is a part of a collaboration, and there's a blog hop. So I'm going to have my blog linked down below. I know sometimes I forget to, but I'm going to do it this time. My blog will be linked down below, so head on over there so you can check out what the rest of the group has been up to and what they've made for this collaboration. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye, everybody.